Eagle Eyes, Jake here.
Jake, you must help me. It is a disaster. I'm afraid that my secret recipe for pizza sauce is being leaked to my competitors.
That's pretty serious, Mr. Carici. We'll come right over and see if we can help.
Wait. I don't want the thief to know I'm onto him. Meet me down at Sweet Treats Ice Cream Parlor instead. And please, hurry.
Okay, Mr. Carici. We're on our way. Mr. Carici is very secretive about his sauce recipe. He brought it with him from Italy and has managed to keep it to himself for the 20 years he's been in the United States.
My pizza sauce. She's so secret that I lock the recipe in my safe. Only my cook, Danny, and manager, Mr. French, know its combination. Oh, and of course, my boy Anthony. He's gonna inherit the business one day. I can't believe that any one of them would give my secret away. Today I notice a pie set out to be delivered, and I think maybe it's getting cold on the counter. I like my pizzas to get to the customer hot, so I put the whole thing, box and all, into my oven to keep warm. Oh, of course, I keep the temperature in the warming oven down below 300. A paper like cardboard pizza boxes catches fire if it gets close to 450 degrees. You get careless and you can burn the whole place down. Anyway, when I pull out the box, mamma mia! My secret recipe appeared on the box like a magic. Someone was trying to sneak it out. My competition would pay thousands for the secrets to my sauce. I'd be ruined. I must find out who was trying to give away my recipe. I crossed out the recipe, then put the pizza in a fresh box so our new delivery man, Eddie, could take it to the hotel. That way no one would suspect that I had discovered the writing.
Hi, kids. Excuse me a second. I'm just trying to get this stain out of my apron with a little seltzer water. I must have spilled milk on it yesterday, and when I ironed it this morning, the milk scorched and left this brown stain, just like invisible ink. Rats!
Invisible ink? What has that got to do with your apron?
Haven't you ever written a message in invisible ink? You can use a stick or something to write in milk or lemon juice. When the writing dries, it becomes invisible, like the milk on my apron. But when you heat it up, the heat scorches the milk or lemon juice, and the message appears, like this stupid stain. I can't believe I didn't notice it this morning. Well, that's a little better. Can I get you a cone or something?
Not right now. We have to get on with our investigation. Thanks. Whoever is staying in room 418 must have a lot of money. The rooms here are very expensive.
The guest in room 418 did request that we allow a pizza delivery man up to his room. I mean, really? Pizza? With the marvelous cuisine we have here at the Swank's Cafe? I thought it was odd, because I remember that the man charged his room fee to a Pizza Master Company credit card. I guess he just can't get enough of the stuff. We don't allow anyone but our guests in the hotel halls, so I offered to have Chuck bring up the pizza. But the man insisted on coming down to get it from the deliverer himself.
There was a pizza guy delivering a pizza here earlier. A man in a business suit came downstairs for it. He gave the delivery guy a real thick envelope. Before he went back up, he asked me to bring an iron to 418 for him. I told him we had a full laundry and ironing service here, but he insisted, so I found one for him.
Anthony's been working part-time for Mr. Grimaldi for 2 years now. He's also the coach of my Little League team.
Hi, kids. How do you like our new cockatoo? We got him last week, and I've already taught him some neat phrases. If I didn't have to work at the pizza parlor, I'd be here with the animals every day. I tell my pop there's more to life than tomato sauce and mozzarella, but every time I talk to him about my wanting to be a vet, he just goes on about how I'm going to run his pizza parlor for him one day. Next year will be different, though. With all the scholarships I've gotten, I'll have no trouble getting into even the best veterinary school in the state. A few years of studying, and I'll be Dr. Karichi. Don't forget now, Jake. I'll see you on the baseball field on Saturday.
Anthony is a great assistant. He has a real way with animals. It's too bad his father isn't more understanding about his wanting to be a veterinarian. Even though they argue, Anthony and his dad are really close. Mr. Karichi probably just wants to be sure that Anthony has a secure future.
Smell that pizza. No wonder this is the most successful pizza parlor in the state.
Hey kids, have a free slice on me. I'm celebrating today. It's taken me all year, but I've finally saved enough to buy an engagement ring. Tonight I'm going to ask Mandy Lipper to marry me. Mr. Karichi pays me very well, but it still took me a long time to save up enough for this beauty. I just know she'll say yes when she sees it. It's right here if you want to have a look. But be careful of my pizza sauce vat, will you? I spent all morning making the stuff. Well, actually, I did leave for a while the tomatoes were stewing, to buy Mandy's ring. I about had a heart attack when I got back and couldn't find where I left the recipe. Finally looked in the storeroom, and there it was. Mr. French would kill me if I'd lost it.
Hi, kids. You looking for Anthony? He just left for his other job down at Creepy Critters. He works there most afternoons. Between his job at the pet shop and his Little League coaching, we hardly see him around here. Just look at Danny staring goo-goo-eyed off into space. Doesn't that cook realize how busy we are? He's been no use at all lately. I'm sure it's all about that girlfriend of his. He's been loafing around all week. Speaking of loafers, have you seen Eddie, our new delivery man? I caught him lounging around the storeroom earlier, chewing on toothpicks like he had nothing better to do. I have pizzas that need to be delivered.
Sorry if I'm a little testy, but it's been such a busy day. I might get irritated with some of our employees, but all in all, it's a great place to work. Mr. Karichi really takes care of his staff. He's a great boss.
Mr. Green might be able to tell us if anyone from Piece of Pizza has been in today. The thief would have received a lot of money for the recipe he stole.
Well, I'm really not supposed to give out this sort of information, but if it will help your case, we did have 2 Pizza Palace employees in earlier today. Mr. French put the restaurant's usual weekly cash deposits into the Pizza Palace company account. He's the manager, so he does that every Friday. Danny, their cook, was in this morning too. He closed out his savings account and got a cashier's check made out to Washington's jewelers for the money he withdrew.
Hey, the famous eagle-eye detectives coming in to check for bank robbers? Whoa, looks like I'm running late. I was just depositing the restaurant's weekly cash for Mr. Karichi. Mr. French will get on my case if I don't get back quick.
I think we figured out the secret behind the recipe's reappearance. Choose the 4 clues that best solve the case. Those clues point the way to the culprit. Now, choose the suspect you think tried to sell out Mr. Carici to his competitors. You figured it out. Eddie, the new delivery man, is the culprit. Let's check the evidence. Mr. Carici told us the order tag on the pizza box said it was to be sent to room 418 in Swank's hotel. The writing on the pizza box was brown and scorched looking. Mandy Lipper told us about invisible ink, made from milk or lemon juice that becomes visible only when heated. That would explain the mysterious reappearing writing on the pizza box. Danny, Mr. Carici's cook, told us that he had taken the secret recipe out of the safe today to make sauce. But when he came back from buying the engagement ring, the recipe was not where he had left it. Mr. French said that he noticed Eddie lounging around in the storeroom this morning, chewing on toothpicks. The storeroom is where the empty pizza boxes are kept, and where Danny found the recipe he had misplaced. When we searched the storeroom of the pizza parlor, we found some squeezed lemons and toothpicks that could have been used to copy the recipe onto one of the empty pizza boxes stacked nearby. At Swank's, Ms. Case told us that the man in room 418 had charged his room to a Pizza Master Company credit card. Chuck, the bellboy at Swank's, noticed that the man from room 418 handed Eddie a large stuffed envelope after Eddie gave him the pizza. When we went to the bank, Eddie told us he was depositing cash for Pizza Pizza, but Mr. Green said that Mr. French had made that deposit. I bet Eddie was depositing the cash he got for selling Mr. Carici's recipe.